It's Week 15 of the National Football League. And we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He rises when it matters most as he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units. They're ranking the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goals. You'd better finish your drives with touchdown if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Scoreless game, well, may not stay that way much longer as this defense is out there needing a stop on first and goal. Burrow on play action. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this A pretty big early test for the What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A big early third down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. Throwing Jones. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be a yard short. 3. Running for it. Here's Cook. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available.
All right, the field goal unit is out there. Let's see if they can knock this one through. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A.J. Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by
Okay, the field goal unit out on the field as they look to get 3 points here in the waning moments of this first half. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. On third down, Burrow. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the...
A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. Third down conversion. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Again, it's Cook. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. James Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have come back to make it a 2-point game. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second...
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet. Hey, that's a catch.
Here we go, here we go.
Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. Touchdown, Giants! Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
This is why...
All right, this offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. Cook up the gut. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Scores to get back in the game. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
The Giants on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 2. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. From the 39, Burrow firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 69 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on third down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Ruckert. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 11, MP. 11.
They run it again with Kamara. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow now off the bootleg. Throw complete to the tight end Tunyon. And he will have a Giants first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. To the air again, Burrow. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And look at this. pass. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll get this out to Kamara. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Flush to his right. Ruckert hauling it in on the out route. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jones. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now Jones. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Jones. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a two-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
To throw is Jones. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants now down on the scoreboard. A little under 30 seconds remaining. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Throwing, Burrow. It's complete, Kamara. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Burrow's throw here pulled in by Galladay. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To throw, Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On white, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Washington, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.